What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I wanted to discuss some dates and some, opportunities that we could see the release date for Hogwarts Legacy. So I thought now was the time because, well, we're getting to the end of July, and there's only a couple months left. Well, actually, there's 1.5 months left of the summer, and that's obviously a big thing that we have to talk about, right? We were told, basically outright, that we would get more things from this game in the summer. We also had the latest, well, at least when I'm recording this video, the latest tweet from them in the watering, right, when it was watering the plants, and it made the reference of going from spring to summer. I think just another kind of indication that the summer is in fact it. So here's the deal. If we get past September, let's just say September, if we get past September with no date, I would start to get not worried and like, oh, the game is canceled. I think we're long past that age and that era, right? But if we do get past September into October or whatever, and we don't have the date, I would start to get a little concerned that it comes out in 2022. That would be my concern. I don't really, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At this point, obviously we're going to get it, so I'm not going to freak out too badly about it. But I do think that we're pretty safe in getting more information, and more information meaning the date over the next little while. And so what are some opportunities? Well, we of course could just say, to throw it out there, right? They could literally do it whenever. They could do it on their own. I highly doubt they do it on their own. I'm just going to go off on a limb and say I highly doubt that. We don't know what the PlayStation, kind of contract says with them and what they're allowed to do. They've yet to do anything big on their own. So the first, obviously, option I want to talk about is Gamescom. Gamescom runs right about the end of August. There is an opening day kickoff, much like there is Summer Game Fest, right, with Jeff Keighley. In fact, Jeff Keighley is doing it as well. So there'll be a Gamescom, 2-hour live stream where, games are announced and release dates are given, all that stuff. Again, a lot like Summer Game Fest. Last year's, in my opinion, was the best one they've done in years, in many years. So I really think they did well last year. And so this year, okay, you think of Hogwarts Legacy, I guess it's possible. I'm going to say no to it. I mean, it's an option. I'm throwing it out there for the purposes of this video. Do I think it'll happen? Not necessarily, only because, again, I just don't know what kind of deal Sony has with them. Are they allowed to do something like that? It also wouldn't be too shocking, though, right? Because Sony has given games to Jeff Keighley and allowed him, I believe, last Gamescom, they gave the release date for Horizon. So, and they showed, a little, I think, message from the developer. So it's not like Sony has never done it before. And it's not Sony owned. It's just, again, we don't know the deal, the marketing, that Hogwarts is kind of bounded to Sony to do. So Gamescom is obviously an opportunity. That's the very end of August. I think it runs for 5-6 days because it is in person. But again, the first day they're doing a live stream. Jeff Keighley runs it, and that's probably, if you're gonna get it, okay, that's where it would be. Now, in my opinion, that's done. July, I don't really see an opportunity. August, I don't really see an opportunity. I'm going straight for September. Now, September, obviously, you have the Return to Hogwarts Day. That's a big one. I would love to see that. I think it makes so much sense. I think what you could do from a marketing, really, right, on Twitter, being today's the day historically that students would return to Hogwarts, and you say that, and you say, and it's also the day we want to, tell you that this is the day you're going to be able to go to Hogwarts. Something like, what I mean? I think there's something very powerful about that. And, I mean, that day gets trending on Twitter every year. It is a big event, right? They sometimes have some of the cast of Harry Potter that do some stuff in the UK. They have, live streams. I mean, it is a big deal. It's not, just a meaningless day. And it's not even, sometimes there's, anniversaries for games, and sometimes developers completely forget about them, right? They don't really care about their past or respect their past. This isn't that. I mean, it is a day. It's an anniversary day, but they care about it. So I feel like we would get something that day no matter what. Now, I believe I said that last year, and nothing happened. Pretty sure. However, this year we would be within 2-3 months of the game. You know what I mean? If the game comes out in November, September, I mean, it's maybe a little bit more than 2, right? Let's say 2.5-3 months away from release. It's a lot different this year than it would have been last year. So I'd imagine they do at least something about it on Twitter. Maybe do a GIF or I don't know, a 10-15 second video, something to celebrate it if they don't do the release date. But I do think that is a strong possibility. And by the way, September 1st, it's still the summer. It still counts. The summer doesn't end in August, so that's still an opportunity. The final option, of course, is the PlayStation Showcase. Now, this one, This one is the one I feel the strongest about, but it's also the one we know the least about, mainly because we don't even technically know it's happening. We just all kind of assume. We've heard leaks about it, but leakers have been wrong in the past many times, so it's not all that guaranteed. And I guess I would say this: the odds of Sony not doing a gigantic PlayStation, online event like they did last year, last September, the odds of them not doing that this entire year is very low. So I do think we get that this year. And I do think that event would be the best time to just show 2-minute trailer of Hogwarts, right? 2-minute trailer, you give the date. And then from that point on, by the way, if they want to do like a gameplay, I've talked about like maybe you could do like a quest walkthrough, just show us a side quest, walkthrough, show dialogue, whatever. I feel like after you do the release date, maybe Sony has a thing in the contract where they can do stuff on their own, right? I mean, of course, they've done stuff. They do stuff on Twitter, but it's smaller scale. So I wonder when that changes, if it changes, right? You could say also if they went on their own, if Hogwarts just went on their own, would they do a PlayStation blog with it? I kind of feel like they would, because maybe that's maybe they're obligated to do that because of their contract. So that's something to throw in as well. But I think a PlayStation Showcase makes the most sense. The issue is we don't know that it would be in September. In fact, the longer it goes, the least likely. I don't have a lot of confidence anymore. And again, I'm not saying like, oh, it's never going to happen. It's not going to happen this entire year. I just don't know for sure if it would happen in September. Maybe it happens in October. But here's the thing, and I've said this before, big games, really any big game, you want to give it at least 2 months. And I mean, you can check me on this. Pick a game. Pick any game you want, any big scaled game, and you'll find that the release date's been given for that game months and months and months in advance. It does depend, okay? And sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, but it's normally at the very least 2 months. So again, if the game comes out, say even December 1st, right? I think December 6th is my prediction. December 6th. October 6th, in my opinion, would be like the last day you would do it. And I don't think you would literally do it that day, but, very early October, very late September is the end. And if you don't do it with that, then I think I don't think it's making that early December period. So that's my opinion. That's always been my opinion. And I feel like I'm pretty right on that. That is generally how games go. So that's the thing with me. PlayStation Showcase makes the most sense. It's the biggest. It'll have the most eyes on it. You have the market. Just everything kind of lines up. But we don't know for sure if it would be in September. If it is in September, if we hear a leak, late, or I guess maybe early next month, early August, that says like, okay, PlayStation Showcase middle of September. All right, I'm locking that in my prediction list, right, for Hogwarts Legacy. I think that's when we would get the release date. If we don't know, then maybe they go on their own. Maybe they literally just have September. Maybe it is September 1st. Maybe September 1st they do everything. September 1st is Return to Hogwarts Day. September 1st, Hogwarts Legacy announces the date, and there's a PlayStation blog post the same day. Maybe it's that. And I think if it is that, that would make a lot of sense as well. So let me know what you guys think. When do you think they'll announce it? When do you think it'll release? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on. If you want to follow or support me anywhere else, all my social media is in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.